Welcome everyone to your full moon in Leo pick a card reading for the month of February. Now this full moon falls on the 5th or the 6th of February, just depending on where you are in the world. Now if you've been following me for a while, normally the full moon and the new moon readings I do per star sign, so per zodiac sign. At the moment I'm actually traveling around Australia doing different house sits. So I don't have my whole setup as I normally do. I don't have all my cards. So it's a little bit more challenging, a little bit more interesting. So I am trying to find ways that I can still bring you the channeled messages and the energy for the month or the week ahead for these moon energies, but I'm just trying to do it in a way that just makes it a little bit easier for me. So I hope you enjoy these picker cards and that the messages in them will resonate and will help you at this time. Thank you so much. Let's get started. Okay everyone, we have pole number 1, pole number 2, pole number 3 and pole number 4. For pole number 1 we have the black onyx moon. For pole number 2 we have the aventurine moon. For pole number 3 we have the picture jasper moon. And for pole number 4 we have the amethyst moon. So as usual my friends, just pick a pole by pole number 1, 2, 3 or 4, just intuitively, one that draws your eye more than another, or by the crystals. We have the black obsidian, aventurine, the picture jasper and the amethyst. Welcome pole number 1. So you've chosen the black onyx. And let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you. So we have your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. We have surrender to the divine, full moon. So both full moon cards, that's really interesting. We have justice, ace of pentacles and the knight of swords. And the overall energy we have is challenges. Okay, let's have a look. I'm really feeling these two cards with the colors, even with the purple behind the justice. I feel that there's a sense that sometimes I find colors and things like that really help me link up the cards and the messages and being able to group them together. Okay, pole number 1. So your first card and the overall message for this full moon is challenges. And the card says, unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arms if you are open. Please take over, divine, and guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. And I'm getting, it's very interesting that the colours have synced together for me in my eyes, because I'm getting the sense that you've got the full moon, surrender to the divine, and then you've got this justice card. And the full moon, it illuminates. You know, we see more at night during a full moon than we normally do just at night. So the full moon brings clarity. The full moon is also a time for letting go. It's a time for gratitude and forgiveness. And I really feel this in your reading, pole number 1. Because I feel that these challenges come from stepping into the unknown. These challenges come from endings. With the Justice, I'm feeling, you know, with this balance and the sword of clarity, I'm feeling these challenges with things that you may not have foreseen. It might just be their challenges because you're out of balance. And there's a sense here that Justice is bringing things back into alignment, so you can find the right path, or you can see the next action to be taken. I'm also being called, I mean, I noticed the purple and how I linked it to the other cards, but I'm also being shown the chakras. And I'm looking at this challenge as, I mean, the purple is sometimes your third eye, sometimes your crown chakra, but I'm really seeing this for some reason as your third eye, maybe because of this moon. I'm kind of seeing it just as your third eye. But I'm kind of feeling that, you know, the challenges will be overcome by your intuition. You know, maybe do meditations of opening your third eye. You know, seeing more than what your mind or what your 2 physical eyes are showing you. There's a sense with this challenge card as well. I'm going to read it again for you. It says, unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arms if you are open. Please take over, Divine, and guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. I'm kind of getting a feeling that at this full moon, and this pick a card reading is from full moon to full moon, so it's over a 4-week period. So I'm really feeling that this full moon is the start of you realizing that in this situation you don't have control of it all. And Spirit's kind of saying, and you shouldn't. Like, you don't need to have full understanding or full control to move forward. As you move forward, the right action will be known to you, will be shown to you. And that's this with the butterflies, there's this sense of transforming. With this third eye opening, there's this sense of almost by allowing yourself to be guided by what you can't see, making decisions that might not be logical, but they just sit well with you, pole number 1. Now then we've got the Moonology, and it's full moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan, and full moon, surrender to the divine. Now to me, both of these together is just basically how we co-create with Spirit. You know, you need to take action in the world in order to bring dreams and hopes and goals into fruition. But you don't do it on your own. There's a sense of these synchronicities. There's just being at the right place at the right time. These intuition, these hunches, this knowing without any logic behind the knowing. That's the universe. That's your higher self. That's God. That's spirit guiding you. And I almost get this sense, because with the pinks and the greens in this card, I'm really getting drawn to your heart chakra. There's a sense of open your heart chakra and you will see so much more than your two eyes can see. It's almost like if you can open yourself up to the possibility, pole number 1, and that opens your third eye to the unknown, to what you can't see with your eyes. And that can be wisdom and understanding. That can be just these ideas that just fall in your head, just you don't even know where they came from. That's the divine. That's the divine in you, the divine in the world. And there's this sense that both will play a part in your life, in your journey. And I'm kind of getting a feeling there's a time to think and do, and there's a time to be. So with the Justice card also here, there's this sense of balance. There's this sense of the seen and unseen, the tangible and the intangible. And I talk about that a lot in my readings. And I feel that 2023, because it's really come up in a lot of readings, especially in the picker cards, the weekly ones. I just really feel that we're bringing things back into balance. It's not all work or all play. It's not all spirituality or all being, activity. It's not all about our mind. It's not all about our body. It's not all about our spirit. It's about the all of it all. So it is the balancing of all that. That's what makes us whole. And I'm really, just as I was saying that, I was like, gosh, there is something about being whole. You've got the 2 full moons, that's when we see the moon as a whole. I'm just seeing the pentacle here, seeing that's like the moon, so again, the whole of something. And I really feel the reason why, pole number 1, the challenges are here is, I feel until you bring things into balance, until you start to merge all aspects of yourself into one being, into you, and you operate from that place, things may seem a little off. And it's not necessarily that everything in your life is off or wrong. It's just that you don't feel it the same way. And that's because there's aspects of yourself that are more dominant, or that you, I want to say, believe in more. And the other aspects that you maybe push aside are trying to be heard. So then they can sometimes create a little bit of havoc in our life. And I feel that this is coming up for you now, pole number 1, because this is your time to see, to understand, to bring everything back into alignment. And I feel that it's kind of happening now, because there's this sense of the universe, because you've got the major arcana here in the Justice. The universe is bringing things back into balance for you. the universe wants, but you have to do part of it too with this Taurus energy here. You know, your dreams have a practical plan. There's a practical side of it. And then there's the, not the impractical, but just the aspect of it that, you know, is hope and faith and trusting. That's what surrendering to the divine is all about. You surrender to the divine in you, your higher self. You surrender to the divine in the universe. God, Spirit, Creator. Of course, to me it's all one and the same, but it's just surrendering to the divine that is all, you know, is in everything, is everything. Because the universe wants to bring balance and clarity back into your life. And the reason why this is happening, and I feel for you, pole number 1, because you've got the challenges here. This is not just gentle energy guiding you, bringing you to clarity. And, you know, I feel this is probably going to come quite quickly. It's probably going to be a little bit jarring. It's probably going to be, you know, it's trying to wake you up. Because there's an Ace of Pentacles here in the middle of the reading. The Ace of Pentacles is a gift from the universe. Now, the pentacle here is the tangible. So it's something that you can plant in this world. It's something that you can have a practical plan for, a step by step. And it's the potential, it's the opportunity. It's the very new beginning. And I feel that when this comes, this Knight of Swords, I'm just seeing as you running with it. You're just going to want to grab it and run with it. And I think the more success, the more aligned you are, the more this dream will come to fruition. The more you'll be able to just go for it and really like stepping to this understanding that enables you to bring your dreams to fruition, because your dreams are going to be in alignment with and balanced with yourself. And this is going to move fast. So I feel these 4 weeks are likely to be, I want to say maybe a little bit full on, pole number 1. Because there's this sense of almost like getting your ducks in order so that when the gate opens, you can go for it. And the ducks that need to get in order is inner work. It's you understanding you and bringing all aspects of yourself together in alignment. Beautiful reading, my friends. Just take it one step at a time and just look at what triggers you this month, because those triggers are going to help you work through these challenges, this growth that you need to work through in order for you to be able to just really move forward in leaps and bounds towards your dreams and goals. Take care, pole number 1. Lots of love and light. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pole number 2. Thank you for joining me. Let's have a look at what this full moon has in store for you. We have don't let your past hold you back with the South Node. We have your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. We have the Emperor. We have the 4 of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have self-love. Okay. Okay, so pole number 2, your overall energy for this full moon reading. Now these full moon readings are from full moon to full moon, so they're for the next 4 weeks. And your overall energy is self-love. And the card says, show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child. Show me how to be kind within. When you step into self-forgiveness, so much can change on the outside. And I'm really feeling that in this reading. The cards are really speak of that. Your South Node is kind of like your karma, like it's your past life experiences that have in some way shaped who you are today. And we've got your commitment is being tested, and I feel that's commitment to yourself, commitment to your dreams. It's your commitment to you in whatever shape, way or form that is. And I'll go into the tarot a little bit later, but this self-love is all about you, pole number 2. And I love how there's the aventurine for this. You know, the green is really heart chakra, you know, and we've got the green and the pinks here. And there's a sense of, you know, really accessing your self-love. And I feel that that's to be of service. I feel that that's, you're going to be moving forward with that. And the more open your heart can be, the more you love yourself, you care for your inner child, you forgive yourself, you accept yourself, the more confident you'll be to take these steps towards your future. I'm really getting a sense here, pole number 2, that with this South Node and with this Knight of Pentacles here that's facing your future, I really feel there's a sense of there's a journey that's finishing, or there's a journey that's finished. And it's now time to extract the wisdom from that journey and move forward just with that. That this knight doesn't have any baggage. He's just got his pentacle. And the wisdom, normally I see that with the swords, not really the pentacles. But here I'm seeing that the pentacle is a seed for a new vision for your life. And there's a sense to take that journey. There's a turning your back on what was. And that takes forgiveness. That takes love and kindness for yourself. It's in that space that we are strong. It's in that space that we feel whole and we step into our inner power like the Emperor. I'm also getting a feeling, again, it's the Pentacle and not the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups sometimes is an offering of love, but I'm seeing it here in your reading. You know, it might be, you know, healing old wounds from relationships that have passed so that your heart is open. You know, forgiveness for another and for yourself. So you step forward to a new relationship without the baggage of the old one, without the scars and the disappointments and the pain and you know, even anger and things like that. You just step forward with an open heart, wiser, definitely, but not burdened. And I feel for you, pole number 2, whatever aspect of your life this is going to play out in. So for some of you, like I said earlier, it can be just planting a seed for a whole new future. It can be a love relationship. It can be a new job. It can be new partnership in some way. But I feel it's going to play out in a big area of your life, like your business, your job, your home environment, your love life. You know, big relationship, like close friends, finding your tribe, letting go of the friends that maybe were just acquaintances, but you know, because you maybe didn't have much in common, but it was nice to have people around you. Now you're off embracing who you really are to go and find your soul friends, your soul tribe, your soul family. And it can just be you just starting a new life. And of course, I love that this Knight of Pentacles is here and not another knight. Mind you, the Knight of Cups would have been same kind of energy, but he's standing still. He's the slowest knight of all of them. And there's this sense of gaining this understanding, gaining this wisdom, and just pausing for a moment. And it's just going to be step by step by step. A new life evolves and opens up to us one step at a time. Sometimes there's a leap, but sometimes the leap of faith is not even an action. Your leap of faith, pole number 2, if you had one, it's really loving you, seeing your worth, investing in yourself. The leap of faith is trusting that you can do this, trusting that you have it in you to move forward, that you are capable, more than capable, my friends. I really feel, pole number 2, you're going to just tap into your self-worth. I just feel that there might be something with this 4 of Cups that shows you the way, that shows you something that you couldn't see before. Might take your focus on what you were focusing on and make you go, oh. Now you've got your commitments are being tested with the first quarter moon. And what I feel this is I feel that you've had tests. We all have tests in life. We all have challenges and things that don't go so well, so you know, we can learn and grow and go, okay, then, oh, I didn't handle that too well. That's okay. I can really see it now. Next time it'll be different. That's what self-love is. You can acknowledge that maybe you were wrong, or that you didn't handle it very well, or that I actually could have done better. But you don't beat yourself up on it. You acknowledge that and go, you know what, now that I see it, oh, I'll do so much better next time. And then you literally just put love into the situation. Love into the person that you were in that moment that didn't understand. I feel, pole number 2, you're going to see how much you really do love yourself, how much you actually really appreciate yourself. And I feel that's how this energy is going to come about, is suddenly you're going to start to appreciate yourself. You're going to start to see how strong you are. How, yeah, maybe you don't get it right all the time. Point me to somebody who does. I've never met a person who gets it right all the time. It's not what being human is all about. But we can get it wrong, and we can apologize. It might not fix the situation, but we can put love into it. We can apologize to another person, or we can say sorry to ourselves. We can ask forgiveness. And then we can bless it and thank it for the lesson learned. Because there's a sense here, don't let your past hold you back, pole number 2. And I think the past that is holding you back is the way your past self, the way you used to interact with others, the way you used to think, the way you used to do things. But you're going to come into an understanding, pole number 2, that you were doing the best you could with the knowledge you had at that time. Now you're doing it differently because you've learned, because you made those mistakes initially. And there's this sense with this Emperor here that you, and with this Four of Cups, I just get this feeling, this Four of Cups in your reading, pole number 2, is you're just going to see something different. That's how I see it. I don't often see that card like that, but I just feel like you're going to be focusing on maybe your lack, what you lack or what you don't like about yourself. And then suddenly I just feel that you're just going to see yourself and go, wow, I never gave up. That was really hard and I never gave up. Or that person was so unkind, but I never was unkind back. I never kind of sank down to their level. I stayed true to me. And this can play out in all different ways, but there's this sense that you're going to just really appreciate yourself, and you're going to see the self that was a month ago, a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. And I really feel you're going to send yourself so much love, because you're going to go, wow, I had no clue, but I tried. And now that you have more of a clue, now that you have gained more wisdom, you're going to be like, wow, it's thanks to the old me that kept going, that believed without having any certainty. You're going to be so in awe. It feels really beautiful, pole number 2, but it's not going to be easy. And this whole 4 week from full moon to full moon, I really feel it's going to be all about your self-worth, your self-love. And I really feel, pole number 2, that you're working on this at this full moon. Work on your forgiveness, work on your gratitude and letting go, because I think this Knight of Pentacles, when the new moon comes about towards the end of the month, that's going to be, in kind of 2 weeks time, that's going to be your setting about what you want to achieve now. You're going to be looking at, okay, now that you trust yourself more, now that you have more self-confidence, now that you love yourself more and you're so grateful for being you, it's almost like it opens up like all these possibilities for you. And so at the new moon, make your new moon wishes. Really look at, what do I want to manifest in my life now? What direction do I want to go in? What do I want to see happen? Because there'll be this sense of this opening up. And I find by the time we get to the next full moon, again, there's going to be this overwhelming sense of gratitude, because you will have just overcome so much. You will have learned so much. And there's this sense that there's this, I just feel like you're going to be so grateful that you're you. I'm going to leave the message there, my friends. Love and light, pole number 2. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pole number 3. Welcome to your full moon reading. Let's have a look at what energies surround you and what messages Spirit has for you. So we have look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. We have meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. We have the King of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Oh my gosh, sorry, I was going to say the 3 because I'm thinking 3 wands. Wow. And we have service as your overall energy, pole number 3. The first thing that comes to me with your reading, pole number 3, is really how I just get this feeling that your inner work is really starting to pay off. I feel that you've been quiet and you've contemplated, and you've probably been asking yourself a lot of questions, pole number 3. And it's this sense that you knew there was a higher perspective. I'm looking at this full moon in Sagittarius, and it says look at the bigger picture. I'm seeing it as in zoom out, change your perspective. And I feel that that's what you've been doing. I feel this energy of these Moonology cards. I feel that's the energy that you're in, but that's the energy that you've probably been in for a little while. Now your overall energy, pole number 3, is service. And this is why I feel that you've been doing the inner work, because I get the feeling, pole number 3, I wonder if you've been asking, you know, God, Spirit, your higher self, the universe, how can I be of service? And I think that's where the contemplation, the meditation has come in, the quietness. I feel this very gentle, very quiet, really going with the flow to a certain extent to find the answers. Sort of like asking the questions, but then just flowing, allowing the answers to come back to you instead of fighting for them. You've been looking for the bigger picture. You've been looking to change your perspective, to try and see it other ways. The service card says, you stop using the universe to try to get what you want and start asking love to use you. You offer all and want to be of service. Ironically, many desires become fulfilled without grasping or manipulation. And I don't feel at all that you've been using the universe or seeing what can I get out of this? What do I want? There is a sense of what do I want? But I'm feeling at pole number 3 as in what you're wanting is fulfillment. And there's a sense that you know for you, in order to reach fulfillment, it's in the service of others. It's of service in some way, shape or form. And it doesn't just have to be spiritual. It doesn't just have to be in the healing arts or, we help people in so many ways, in so many professions. we help people by just giving them a smile some days, a kind, warm, heartfelt hello, good morning. Service, we often see service as this huge thing, and for some of us it is. For some of us, actually I want to say for all of us, because in everything we do we offer a service. Every job that you have ever had, you've offered a service. You have been of service. Now, in some professions it might be more visible than others. Yes, but still you're of service. But I'm really feeling pole number 3, it's not just in some big grandiose kind of world, you know, service to the whole world or the whole humanity, or it's just service in the most tiniest way. But you don't know the ripple effect that that can have. You don't know how that friendly good morning to somebody you pass in the street as you walk your dog, what effect that could have on them for the rest of the day. And then how many people will they interact with for the rest of the day? And they will do that differently because you acknowledge their presence. You were kind, you were warm. I wonder, pole number 3, if you've been looking at ways of how to just be kinder. I don't like to say more giving, because then that makes us feel that we have to give in order to feel worthy. No, not at all. We give because we come from a place of overflowing. If you don't feel well, if you are not happy that particular day, it's hard to give a heartfelt smile to somebody. You know, it might come across a bit stiff if we tried, because we're not full ourselves. You know, it's hard to listen to somebody talking when we don't feel well, because it drains our energy, because we already don't have enough energy, so we don't have anything to give. So to think we have to give all the time is actually detrimental to us. But when we have it, offer it. And it doesn't have to be a big way. Now, I feel this reading is very much kind of split into 2, if you like, and I feel this is really the inner work and all like you. And then I feel these wands here is about you in the physical world. They're all wands. It's all about following your dreams, following your vision, your calling, your purpose. Now with the 2 of wands here, you might not know what your purpose is. You might. And for some of you, you don't know, and you're searching, you're looking, you're contemplating, you're kind of thinking, oh, what would fit with me? For others of you, you know what your purpose is, you know what your calling is, you know what your goals and dreams are, and you're just looking and planning, how can I bring them into fruition? What steps can I take? This is very much the planning energy. And you've got the Knight of the King of Wands. And the wands are of service. They have received and learnt, and they've gained wisdom and knowledge, and they can then give back to the world. They are so full, accomplished. they have enough that they can then give back. And there's this sense that I'm feeling the King of Wands is you, pole number 3. And you, I feel, are trying to find a way to bring your passions, your hobbies, what really lights you up, to be of service. How can I bring the two together? How can I bring what I love doing and have it be meaningful and benefit others? And for some of you, this King of Wands, like I was saying with the Two of Wands, is very much like, what do I love doing? What do I want to do? What skills, what talents, natural abilities do I have that really light my fire, that I'm really passionate about, that I can give to the world? It doesn't have to be the world. Give to another, give to my community, give to my family, give to my friends, give to my job, give to my clients. It's a general reading, pole number 3, apply it where it fits. You know, give to my partner, give to my children. But with the King here, there's a sense of giving. And I feel that when you align, when you see what your gift is, when you see what you want to do, and you align that with how you can bring it out into the world, maybe make a living out of it, or maybe you need to do a bit of study and to really have something to offer, or maybe finding what group of people, or finding where, a place in the world, a community, like-minded people, or people that could benefit from your service. What people? Children, adults, animals, nature, anything. It can be absolutely anything. And I feel with the 8 of Wands as the end of the reading, I feel that once you align this, once you fully know, and I don't mean you fully know, you can see the whole picture, you can see the A to Z of it all. I'm not saying that, because I often think we can't see all that. We might be able to see an end goal, but we might not be able to see how to get there. We might see a couple of steps, but maybe we can't see where it leads. So there's always some unknown. But I think things are going to come in really fast. And this is things coming in. So I think things will happen really fast. The right people will show up, the resources, the messages, the understanding, the wisdom, whatever you need. I just feel like it's really going to move you forward. And I feel with these, the King of Wands and the Two of Wands kind of looking this way, and then when things start to happen, I really feel it's like it's going to change your life. It's definitely changing you, pole number 3, but I feel there's going to be a sense of your life is going to change. The way you live your life, the way you see others, the way you see yourself, the way you move through life, it's going to be really, really different. And I really feel your perspective of life is going to change. The picture, like it says, look at the bigger picture. I think the picture of how you pictured your life to go, I think it's going to be nothing like you would have thought in 3 years ago. And there's this sense of this really wanting to be of service, really wanting what you do in the world to mean something. And that's really beautiful. This meditate and contemplate, pole number 3, just take your time. This is a 4-week reading from full moon to full moon, but it doesn't mean it's all going to play out in 4 weeks. but allow the energy to come and allow yourself the time to really see how you've changed, who you are, and how your goals and ideals and dreams may have changed, and get that into alignment. The steps will come, and then I think everything's just going to come to you very, very quickly. I'm going to leave you with those messages, my friends. Love and light, pole number 3. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Welcome, pole number 4. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you for this full moon. So we have the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. We have believe in the impossible, blue moon. Look at these blues. We have the 4 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Oh, I love seeing these cards together. And your overall energy is spaciousness. Again, look at the blues. Even the water. It might be an emotional, pole number 4, this full moon reading is from full moon to full moon, so it's a 4-week reading. And I'm just thinking these 4 weeks might be emotional with all this blue, this water, you know, the moon energy is emotional, but I think it's going to be beautiful. And they might be a little bit turbulent at times, like your emotions might get the better of you, or you just might be a little bit too emotional, but just go with it, because I think it's going to bring you so much insight. Thank you, Spirit. I was going to say wisdom, but then I'm thinking, no, that's not the right word. It's insight. Your emotions are going to bring you insight, and it's going to be really beautiful, pole number 4. I really feel this energy is really gentle, really loving, calm and centered. Just, it's beautiful energy. So let's have a look. Your overall energy is the card Spaciousness, and this card says, what do I no longer need? Help me, God, to release whatever people, places or things drain my vital essence. Show me what will fill me with enthusiasm and joy. That's beautiful. There's a sense of you making space in your life. Space for more joy, more love, more happiness. Like the card says, enthusiasm, inspiration. And that's maybe why emotions might be running a little high, because there's a sense here that you will be releasing situations and people and places, things that drain you. And I do feel, pole number 4, that your focus will be on you, on yourself more these 4 weeks as you do that, because you have to center, you have to come back into yourself in order to see what really doesn't serve you. And I really feel with this card and the other energies in this reading that you're going to feel that energy drain so much that you're just going to know. There's just going to be this knowing about what no longer serves you and what you need to let go of. And that can just be objects. That can be possessions. That can be, like we said earlier, people, places, things. Even things like what you use your time for. But there is going to be this real sense of releasing and letting go. And I feel it's for this new beginning. I feel this energy of spaciousness with the Moonology cards and with the Four of Swords is all because of this new beginning. So with the Moonology, you've got the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini, and you've got believe in the impossible, blue moon. Now Gemini and all this blue, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is all about communication, amongst other things. But in this reading, all this blue is your throat chakra. So it's going to be, I feel, a time where you speak your truth. And if you're not speaking it in these next 4 weeks, I think you're coming to see it and you'll be able to speak it down the track. But you're going to see your truth. Throat chakra is also, it's not just about speaking and communicating. Oh, it's about communicating, and part of communicating is listening. So your throat chakra also governs your listening. And I feel that's what you're doing here. I feel that you're listening to yourself, pole number 4. There's a real sense of opening yourself up to you and what you need. And the answers are coming. This contemplation, if you meditate or can have quiet times, pay attention to your dreams, pole number 4, but try to get as much quiet time. And for some of you that might be alone time, or just time where maybe you go walking with a friend but neither of you talk very much during the walk. So it doesn't mean you have to isolate yourself, but it's just time for you to just be able to contemplate. And I feel like the answers are going to come. And just with the image here of the Gemini, of the twins, I feel it's like it's coming from you, your higher self. It's coming from the universe, from God, Spirit. Your answers are coming from within. So I don't feel it's people that are going to give you your answers. It's not people that are going to show you what you need to let go of. It's all you. You're going to feel it. You're going to sense it. You know, you'll spend time with somebody and you will feel drained. And you will, because you're in this real contemplation, you'll see it. You'll really feel it and you'll understand what it's all about. And there's this sense of clearing out what no longer serves you. Because there's a sense that you need to make space for the impossible, or for what you believe is impossible now. When we make space, when we let go of things, we make space for the new. And when we can release the things that no longer serve us, the things that are no longer in alignment with us, when we can release them gently with love, with compassion, with gratitude, the new that comes in with that same energy. And I really feel with the Ace of Cups and this Page of Pentacles, I feel, pole number 4, this Ace of Cups is going to really surprise you. There's a fish in his cup here. You're going to see this opportunity and you're going to take it, and then you're going to be like, oh my gosh, what? This is awesome. There's going to be this level of, oh my, wow. This level of impossible. This level of, oh, I never would have imagined. I never would have imagined that I could do this, or that I would have this, or I would experience this. And it's the making space that is going to enable that to come in. It's this contemplating energy. It's this taking time to rest. Taking time to see how you've changed, how you've grown. what your values are. They still the same? Are your dreams and hopes and goals the same? Because this Ace of Cups promises fulfillment, and it's overflowing. It promises overflowing fulfillment. It leads to the Ten of Cups, complete fulfillment on whatever level and area you want, pile number 4. And the Page of Cups here has accepted this Ace. So I know that you take it. I know that you see this Ace. And there's a level of, this is so new energy. This is like, okay, right, I've said yes to this. Now what? And I believe with the fish, and I believe with this sense of surprise that I get, with this believe in the impossible, this is going to take you further than you ever would have thought. So it'll either be like a job that takes you higher, or to new places, or to experiences and to knowledge you never thought you would do. You know, it could be a job that you never thought you could do. It could be an opportunity that enables you to live somewhere completely different. A partner that you meet and then you start a business that's incredible, or a partner that you meet that you end up living in another country, or that you end up you know, it ends up being so much more. So if we go back to a partner, like a love relationship, a romantic attachment, they might have this wonderful family that you've never had. And so it ends up being more than you could have ever hoped for, more than what this initial Ace of Cups was, because when you accepted it, you could see the potential, but you couldn't see all of it, all the opportunity that came with it. It was just a potential. There was just something in it that you went, oh, this could be good. But how good? That will be down the track. But it won't disappoint, pole number 4. You will not be disappointed with this new start. You might have to learn things. You'll definitely be stepping outside of your comfort zone. And I feel with the pages are like the apprentice. It's like learning the newness of it all. You know, you might find yourself in a new place where you need to learn a language, or this new job means you need lots of training. You know, this new dream or this new potential might have you going back to do studying, or it might have you just really stepping out of your comfort zone. That's how I feel. And it's because of this space that you've created, this willingness to let go of what no longer resonated with you, to saying, you know, I don't like my job. Okay, I can do something about it. It's that kind of energy. In this energy, there's no energy of being stuck, of being unsure or unwilling, because sometimes we know what we need to do, we're just not willing to do it. And you may find yourself in that space. That's only normal, pole number 4. When we make big changes, when we create space in our life, it is a little bit of upheaval at first. But oh my goodness, so worth it, my friends. I'm going to leave you with those messages, pole number 4. Love and light. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.